This week, Sky News published a heartbreaking story of an 80-year-old Palestinian grandmother in the West Bank who was shot and killed by the Israeli army. Sky News made it even more harrowing by reporting that the 80-year-old Palestinian grandmother by the name of Halima Saleh Hassan Abu Lail fell to her knees after the Israelis shot her 6 times during the raid. And we were told she only went out to buy groceries. So the story pushed by Sky News is an innocent 80-year-old grandmother who goes out to buy some groceries and she is shot 6 times and killed by the Israelis. Well, that's terrible. How can you not just break in tears when you hear that sort of news? Or is that what really happened? Well, David Collier, an independent investigative journalist, has done a bit of digging into this story, and it seems things didn't happen quite like how Sky News reporter reported it. First of all, let's find out who the Sky News reporter who reported it is. Her name is Yousra Elbagir. She is originally from Sudan, and David Collier has gone through some of her past social media posts. It seems she wasn't happy about the actress playing the role of Wonder Woman because she had served in the Israeli army. And she wasn't happy about Sudan joining the Abrahamic Accord with Israel. So we know based on her past social media posts that she's not impartial. We know whose side she's on. David Collier then examines the 6 bullets in the Sky News headline. The Palestinian website Shireen Observatory, that meticulously records the deaths in the West Bank, said the 80-year-old grandmother was killed with 3 bullets. And another Palestinian source by the name of Wafa News Agency, according to David, says that she was killed by 2 bullets. But when I looked at the website, I didn't see it say 2, it just said live bullets. But the website may have changed it. Certainly the Wayback Machine, when I checked it on the Wayback Machine, it shows the page has been changed 5 times. So they may have changed it after David Collier wrote about it. Now you may ask, well, what difference does it make? After all, an elderly woman is killed, she's shot on a grocery round, and that's tragic, regardless of how many bullets she was killed with. And you're right, but checking this kind of detail gives a hint as how first-hand the story is and how reliable the witnesses who told the story are. And the witnesses who told the Sky News reporter the story are 2 of the grandmother's children. And more digging by David Collier shows this is not an innocent Palestinian family. They're all well involved with terrorist activities. During the Sky News interview, when we were told that the daughter's 21-year-old son was killed, we were shown these images of him.
She says her 21-year-old son was killed last year, and his brother is in prison.
But you can find other online pictures of the 21-year-old holding guns. And you can see those pictures of the 21-year-old who was killed in the family's interviews with other Arab media. So did the family remove those pictures when they were interviewed by Sky News, or did the Sky News reporter choose not to show those pictures? This is a question for Sky News to answer. I mean, if a family turned their house into a warehouse for weapons and ammunition and engage in armed activities, they should accept that they're endangering their family members as a result of their activities at home. As they say, if you live by the sword, you should expect you could die by the sword. And there was a second victim in that incident. His name was Qusay Sarouji. This is a picture of him. David Collier, in my view, rightly says it is odd that 2 people were killed and yet Sky News only reports on one of them, the elderly civilian. Doesn't mention the other one. Both the Hamas terror group and the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade have confirmed that the second person killed, Qusay Sarouji, was one of theirs. Surely the Sky News journalists knew that an affiliated terrorist had been killed at the same time in the same incident. So why didn't they mention the other one? And why refute the Israeli claims that this family were involved in terrorist activities in that house? If terrorist factions themselves publicly claim a fighter had died, why did Sky News choose not to discuss the second person? Because it would spoil the story they wanted to tell? Because it's more eye-catching and tear-jerking to report an innocent 80-year-old was shot shopping for a grocery? And what do you think? I'd like to hear your views by reading them in the comments. And thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 8,000 subscribers before the end of this year. At the moment I have about 7,300 subscribers, but it'd be good to have around 8,000 by the end of the year.